big issue and a big topic that's honestly been driven around VTubers for a while. And I think that finally we have a moment where it's kind of getting a little bit more highlighted. Now, our focus is going to be on Ironmouse. Now, Ironmouse is probably one of the biggest VTuber, at least English VTubers out there. So it's understandable why most of this is framed toward her. Now, she's a pretty big Twitch streamer. She managed to hit the biggest sub goal on Twitch for a moment, had the world record and took over the world record of somebody else that is more of a little bit more a mainstream streamer. And it's because VTuber in the end of the day is a niche. The public's opinions and view can be very different because they see this as maybe not real, something bad, etc, etc. Now, I have a video here where Cdawg is talking about the situation, about Ironmouse situation. I would love to see what he's highlighting about. I have no idea exactly what he's trying to mention, what he's mentioning. I've not watched this video. I've not looked at the topic, but I think that if you are a VTuber or a fan of VTuber, there is no blatant lie that VTubers are constantly attacked, or at least are constantly having very interesting comments directed toward them just for the fact of being a VTuber. So let's take a look at what Cdawg has to say. I'm very excited to give you my take on it.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome. Come join the Angry British
Definitely
Man.
do.
And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform, especially my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform.
I agree. That's the worst, one of the worst changes. I think it is the worst changes because it monetizes now making absurd content. The reason why I left Facebook when I was like 14 or something was because when I went on Facebook, I don't think you can make money on Facebook. Maybe you could. But when I went on Facebook, I would see people like beheadings. I would see people post like depressing shit. People killing each other, like actual brutal stuff all the time and depressing stuff. I have cancer, etc. It was always depressing shock factor content. And I said, you know what? I don't want to look at this. I'm leaving. And then Twitter was fine. Twitter was perfect. It was just fun, haha, art, stupid shit. It was good. But once Elon made it possible for people to make money on Twitter, I started to see a massive rise, a huge rise in content of shock factor, in content that are showing actual violence, actual crimes, actual things that you don't want to know even, or depressing scenarios, because people look at it, people click it, it works because people go in, wow, what the hell, oh my god, this is so sad. And this will be starting to spread more. The thing is that also hateful content has been more of a massive change that has been supported on Twitter, because hate trains are now making you money. Can you believe that? You can be a piece of shit on the internet and hate someone, witch hunt someone, and you're making 20 bucks. $50, $100. It's absolutely insane. Now, another thing I want to say, that being on every online social media or anywhere online nowadays has been draining probably for most people, and most people take breaks from times. I take breaks from times, like whenever I go see family, I barely open anything. I maybe check my Discord a little bit to see my community and maybe answer some friends, but mostly I just hang around with family, friends, and vibe and get a break from it, because I'm gonna be real. I think there's two big changes in humanity nowadays. One thing, everybody has lost empathy and regular human thoughts and are becoming psychopaths on the internet. Actually, I think a majority of the people on the internet nowadays that are vocal are actual psychopaths when they are using the internet, but not in real life. There's a completely two-faced different view on it. And the second thing is, well, man.
History. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies, just make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's pretty horrible experience to use it now, as Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry. And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really just a miserable experience.
Exactly.
Overall. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments.
And the worst is that people on TikTok get banned for it. So they kind of like are a little bit on the edge, but not really on the edge. But you know what people do whenever they want to tell you to be over the edge? They tell you to post it on Instagram Reel. They tell you to post on Instagram because there's no moderation on Instagram. So you can say the most heinous, absurd, blatant, disgusting thing ever on Instagram. I have never in my life used Instagram. I have never used it. But I've learned that just from TikTok itself that is allowed.
And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal can sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there. But I would say it's just cruel. Like, just being online right now is cruel.
There's other thing that, because everybody's cruel out there, sarcasm is lost. People, and it's very hard to understand also sarcasm. It's hard to understand friendly banter between friends or friendly banter in general online and sarcasm online, because first of all, it's layered with text. Text is hard to translate. Second of all, everybody's fucking batshit crazy out there.
Feels like nobody has any respect for each other. But I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until now. But look, I'll be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Ironmouse, which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones.
And I always feel so sad about it. Like, anybody getting hate train for that and non-deserving is sad. But like, I feel like even, I don't know, it's like Ironmouse is just, her story is insane. It's wonderful. Such a hard-working lady with so many health issues. But she still goes out there with a big smile and fucking grinds. And she does so much for so many around her. She truly does not deserve any of this. And it's insane that she's getting the amount of hate she is. And she is getting it on an astro level. Because she's a VTuber and she is one of the biggest and most famous English VTuber. This hate does not come from anywhere else beside the English fan base. This does not happen in Asia. In Asia, East Asia, people are used to VTubers. There's no issue there. But Western community, and if you're a Western streamer, you will get all of it in your face.
Doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that.
Sure.
But there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry. It'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch.
So it actually started with this. I know exactly. Like, even like the thing is that everybody saw that and everybody pushed back on it. Like, suddenly a lot of this is about Kai.
Kai's massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hate.
She's a man. That's a man. What is this? They're not real. Is this a cartoon? And then we can go to more heinous and disgusting comments. But those were the most majority one of the basic level ones that don't get you banned.
Hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet. So
they do. We do. Like, I don't give a fuck, but like the factor, like, it's kind of insane to think about how much less shit you would get if you just didn't turn on the model, if you just yapped, you just did your stuff, if you did not care about the model. Because it's insane. I don't know what it is with the mentality of people. I don't know if it's like the degrading view of anime that has caused a lot of spark of like this honesty and nasty thoughts toward generally VTuber and anime itself. Or if it's a lack of understanding of the fact that this is like new technology and it's like a character moving around. Like, I don't understand where the hate comes from, because there is a lot of hate and they really wish to send it out. Like, there's not a human behind those words. Like, what do you, I don't know what the, like, it's like in any other image, like online image. There's nothing big difference, just that this is an art style. Like, you think there would be any difference between using like a PNG, no face, a logo? Like, would it be any difference at all? No, there wouldn't be shit.
Let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%. I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, you know, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change.
Listen, this is a W for you being a big homie to Ironmouse. You're always there for Ironmouse. But you making a video like this and talking about this topic is presenting a big issue every single VTuber has had ever since I started watching VTubers. I've not been a VTuber for a long time. I've not been a VTuber for a year. But I have watched VTuber for ages. I see also different side of the community because I watch the W streamers. I watch normal streamers. I watch gameplay streamers, and I watch all the kind of things, right? I am like a bit everywhere. And you see what kind of reaction and action people tend to take toward VTubers. So this will just bring a focus on it all. Do I think this video will actually make a difference? Honestly, unfortunately not, but it is definitely giving the spark of attention to a lot of people. This video came out yesterday. It didn't come out long ago. And it's already 1.5 million views. So hopefully it's good enough.
Because what some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet, and I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while, because this is very Japanese coded.
Yes.
But, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. But I like it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sure
I remember first time, the reason why, by the way, I became VTuber is because of the first time I saw a VTuber and I saw the technology and I was like, wow, this is awesome. How does it work? I want to try this after out. I want to test this out. Like, I saw the technology and I was impressed. I was like completely entranced into looking at VTubers and Corona and Ironmouse and stuff. Like, I just had to keep watching and I was just like, wow, this is really cool.
A VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI?
I am a woman, by the way, guys. I hope you guys know I have big hodonkas in real life.
Perhaps, you know, pretty uninspired, insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found
one of those things are
Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person. But,
big booba,
Mouse
no
has been
ass.
sick for a very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't.
I understand why VTuber popular. You can still pop off online and still have anonymity. You can be a no face cam streamer, no face cam YouTuber. Like, you don't have to, this is not an unknown thing that has never happened before. You have a bunch of new streamers popping off with no face cam, a bunch of new YouTubers have no face cam at all. Like, you don't need a face cam. Like, the VTubing thing is just an extra thing. It's an addition for people that like art, like having a visual, like a visual representation of themselves that is an art form, or just generally like the technology. Like me, I like most of the things. But I will say this. I think before we get further into this, I think that a lot of hate for VTuber is because a lot of people know that VTubing is actually very, very, very powerful when it comes to advertisements and it's going to be more and more powerful in the future when it comes to relation to advertisements. Because think about it one moment. A content creator, a big E celebrity, can be anywhere in the world on a snap of a moment and can put any branding on themselves with a snap of the moment without anything being sent to them. Boom. You have a hat with Adidas. Boom. You are there in Las Vegas to advertise an event. Boom. You're there at a con. Boom. You're there in a freaking commercial. You can do everything instantly. Your market for your own model is going to be insane, and it's only blowing up more and more. And I think there's a lot of people out there. I don't think this is a majority at all, but I can see that a lot of people, like companies, are definitely pushing back on it, because it's like they see how much it will kind of change both the marketing in the future. You can also kind of see that with how ads are not really doing that much nowadays. Have you seen the big shift about ads? No more ads on TV. Barely any ads on other like media platforms. Most ads are sent to content creator nowadays. Like look at McDonald's. Look at the even politics now. They like, where are all the ads going into? Content creators. It's kind of insane.
Don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything, whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia. This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk, thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America! So this meant the only human contact that Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be. Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many more facets to it than me raging at Jump King. It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed. Basically, normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to go lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
I don't like to call my bed my bed. I don't like calling it my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good. So I like to call my bed my workspace, because that's where I am all the time. Doc, thank you so much for the penalty. God damn it! Now what are you doing? Now thank you so much for the dono. Thank you.
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time, and then would go offline to take medication. But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing, and something that the outpouring support has allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was training to be an opera singer and sounds incredible!
If you could look at me once more.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look,
also, I think that gaming content is kind of like been dying out for a very long time. Like, there's always a market for it, but like purely doing gaming, you kind of like, I don't know, like at least streaming world. I don't know about YouTube in itself, but I think that just streaming world in itself, people have changed their fixation on things, and I feel like most VTubers are always variety. They always seem to variety. in many ways. I mean, before there were mascot, isn't that kind of the same concept for ads? No, mascots are representing a branding, right? So like think about a VTuber, it could be like a mascot for multiple ads, like branding in itself, and you can also put a branding in itself on it. You can kind of have the same idea around it, but yeah, it's not really the same thing.
I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said
horror gaming, I think horror gaming has its charm, of course. I think horror game is a different kind compared to those story-driven games and all of that nonsense, you know, like gaming has a moment, but horror games, it's like, I think they're just always entertaining. They're suspenseful and they're interesting. So they always have a moment. That's why I like to stream horror games, right? Because it's like, I think it's good content. I think it's fun. And it seems like y'all enjoy it as well. And I like watching it. Like the reason why I thought about it was because I like watching it. So if I like watching it, maybe somebody else will like watching me scream like a moron on the screen, you know?
Things that I said in those lobbies and they were recorded, I would not be here today. I would not have a career or any career. I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years. And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part. Or
Ironmouse and Kai are both good people and friendly competition, but damn, their fan bases are toxic. I will say it like this. I don't think Ironmouse fan base is that toxic, but in the end of the day, I don't know how I feel about Kai. I don't think theirs are even that toxic, but the fan bases somewhat reflects their streamers. But whenever you are so big as Ironmouse and Kai Cenat, whenever you are as big as them, there will be outliers. Their fan base actions, those outliers action, does not result the fault of this content creator himself. Ironmouse is not toxic. Kai Cenat is not toxic. They are not endorsing this kind of fight, hate at all. They just have to deal with it. Unfortunately, that's the problem with being a face online.
That we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was. And because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave. However, nowadays it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened.
Is that true? Is it normal for creators to fight other creators nowadays? I don't know. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it is. Like, now I've seen a lot of creators say some fucking heinous, crazy shit, and I can understand why somebody would punch down on them for saying those kind of stuff. But I think that maybe in the past, people would just not comment on it, but now people are more likely to comment on it. Punching down is definitely a big issue on Twitch. I think so as well. Now, I'm not going to give you my opinion on it, but like, let's take like Hassan and like Frogan and stuff, saying crazy shit, supporting terrorists and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of streamers that have been saying crazy shit to them. And then you have people defending them and saying crazy shit to the other streamers. And it's just like in back and forward, like weird high school fight when they're like e-celebrities talking online for their fan base. And I think a big thing that a lot of people forgetting is that their fan bases can be weaponized. Fan bases have like people that are parasocial that will take anything you say to heart and take it as facts and go all out to protect their favorite streamer, their favorite content creator. So like people don't really, a lot of content creators don't really think or before they act on most of these parts, which is unfortunate.
A lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet.
Oh, this guy. I always skip his videos. I don't know why I keep getting it. He just, I don't know.
So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a...
And also, first of all, this is the way VTuber are, man. This is just a new thing.
Convention or see any...
Is that the co-host with Conan O'Brien? What's his name again?
of her viewers or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this.
Accept
and to his credit,
I think it's because it's a new thing. It's new, it's different, so people don't like it because it's new. They're not used to it.
he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Ironmouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And Ironmouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there. I'm really sorry to you, Ironmouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again, I am so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all,
at least good that he owns up to mistake. It's the sad thing about this is the fact that a lot of people will never see the correction. That's the problem with articles and videos like that highlights bad information and tends to send hatred toward them because the correction will never be viewed, unfortunately. But W on him at least to owning up for the mistake and making it public. That's better than most. It's better than most. Most people are not grown up enough to own up to their own mistake and apologize.
Ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look,
that's the thing. Like, this whole video is clearly meant to be negative. Like, that's the problem. Like, it's not like you highlight a topic. You phrased it and made it negative yourself.
To Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video, and I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore.
No.
But would you not have taken it down if nobody complained? If everyone joined in, haha, let's make fun of it. Would you not have taken it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick? The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do, you are a piece of shit and you should not be here. But why is it now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into? Why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't understand. The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say.
We're cringe.
I'm sure some people watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff. That's how it goes. But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time. It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards have this category.
I remember this. TikTok was really mad about this.
For Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And then this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to Ironmouse. So, Ironmouse couldn't be here tonight because Ironmouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award. This has led
They would be upset anyways, though. Like, it's not your creator being winning, so of course they're gonna be their parasocial fan base stupid ass gonna be going mad about it, but they're even more mad about it because she's anime.
To a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai. Bro, who are...
Do you guys think... I never understood it. Are these like 15, 14-year-old like people? Like, do you think Kai is happy that you say this? Because you're making Kai seem like a jackass posting something like this. Like, this is not helping Kai. This is not what Kai wants to see.
Are you? You know, it's and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this, but they're by far the most liked ones, and it only gets worse the closer we get to today. We all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in. And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now. Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's Ironmouse. Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the Streamer of the Year. It probably stops after that. Oh no. So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh yeah.
And this is what I told you about Instagram Reels. Like, if people say that because they want to say crazy, heinous shit.
Yeah, great, because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f***? Just chill the f*** out, man. Who the f*** is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat Kai? No human being on the planet wearing this. Okay, well, I wear it and it's f***ing fire, okay? Jeez. On my life, I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care? Why? Like,
that's another thing I don't know. Like, there's so many, you know what's nuts is that they're like, a lot of people care about stuff that don't matter to them. If you don't watch their stuff, why does it matter to you? You're not them anyways. You're not the one that lost anyways. What the fuck you yapping about? Like, I know there's a bunch of 10 million sub channels on YouTube I have never heard in my life that have been going on for years and years. I'm not going to be like, what? It doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't have this reaction if anybody mentioned them or talked about them being the biggest YouTuber or streamer or blah, blah, blah. I just don't understand why this is such a very common view for younger. I'm speaking like I'm fucking senile now, but younger people, there's probably some 30-year-old dipshit as well out there that has this kind of view too. But my point B is that I don't understand why there's so many people out there that want to have this heinous, wild reaction towards someone you don't know that are doing well. They have thousands of millions of followers and viewers. What the fuck you yapping about? You're not the center of the goddamn world. The world doesn't orbit around you. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. Nobody gave a fuck.
I just haven't seen something. I just don't interact. I don't understand.
Tribalism is streamers are crazy. It's because they are very, very parasocial. They think they are defending, protecting, and are friends with the streamer or the YouTuber. It's mostly with the streamer because you have the live reaction and the chat stuff and like that. So people think they are more like homies with the streamer. So they have these kind of tribalistic parasocial actions toward them. Is just really weird.
What has happened where we all feel the need to say our opinion and be like, yeah guys, we hate this, right? Who cares?
Nobody gives a fuck.
This has gone on for months.
Exactly.
It's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting.
No normal human gives a fuck about this. There are too many celebrities and e-celebrities in there. It doesn't matter.
On TikTok, which I feel is really fucked up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform. The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award. What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts that post, "Can you believe this cartoon is beating Mars streamer, guys?" And it only escalated once more when Ironmouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch.
Oh, boy.
Which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful. And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to. It's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit.
85-page document of Twitch bans. Oh my god. Oh my god, 85 pages.
Towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the...
Bro, I bet you ugly too in real life. What the fuck you yapping about? You don't even have a profile picture. What the hell do you give a shit? What does this change your life? What does it matter? Bro, people are like these insults are like, it reminds me of when I was like in primary school and you were insulting each other because you were mad. Like, who gives a fuck if somebody's ugly or whatever the hell, man? Like, what the hell kind? Oh my god, bro, I get like tired of stupid shit like this. I just don't understand it.
Bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are
Imagine being this for free. I know, right? Imagine. I can't believe people have the time and wish to put this through their thought process and sit there and having Ironmouse rent-free in their brain and be mad about it for no reason. Making a new account or making an account and following them just to write this shit. Like, who gives a fuck?
Human beings, unless you have less than 60 IQ, no one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level.
Ahead.
You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this.
We're not real. We're fake.
This is psychotic. This is fucked up.
And this, didn't I not say it at the start of this video? I think people are becoming psychopaths. Like, I think people, like, nowadays, I think majority of humans nowadays are becoming both dumber and becoming more of a psychopath. They are lacking so many human emotions and understandings of things. It's kind of incredible. Now, I think they might hold themselves a little bit more off because of consequences in real life. But the fact that they're fine with doing this online as well should present some kind of lacking on themselves brain rot. This, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think that the fact that with the internet and the generation going on, people are losing a lot of human connections out there. And I see that you can see that losing those kind of human interaction growing up are definitely degrading your way of understanding how to behave and act in other people's feeling. Empathy, personally, how many times do you see people have empathy online? I cannot count on my hand. I can't even count one scenario where an online situation that is not my friend, okay? Because one of my friends had empathy with this bullshit. But like, I cannot count on random creators online or random people online presenting empathy and that post is being the one viewed or being the main topic. People have lost empathy.
How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages. Because of course it would be. Like if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up.
I would not. I would stream. I would go live. I would do a subathon. I would go live longer. Because fuck those bitches. Like, I don't see I don't want to. I get it. Like, but I just put like more like block around it, and that's just it. And just let the ban them. N-word too. I have a very weird view on it because like I just feel like I bet that most people that are writing the N-word are probably black in real life and they're just saying it because like even if you have like a casual sentence and you write N-word, you're kind of like in a way you're still breaking the rules of that chat, no? And I can understand you write it in Kai's chat or something like that where it's more like it's more fine. I think it's fine. I don't know. I just don't think, like, I can see in any Twitch chat where it's text based where people just don't want it. I personally don't want to even say it, like, to be honest. Oh, but they are, yeah. I mean, regardless, I think the insult is still set out because we are writing through text, right? So this is my view, and I think that regardless of how they are in real life, you're still writing this through text. You're anonymous on the internet. And the damage that anyone would perceive from it is definitely going to be received regardless if it's anonymous or not. You know what I mean?
This is fucked. 100%. I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name dropping Kai, saying how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai in any capacity.
No.
I think his audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd. And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised Ironmouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. He's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that.
You can even see chat. Like, it's some people, I saw some people say who like
But chat, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in, because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name. I would be mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all not.
As soon as I see somebody do that, I just move away from them. Like, if I have a friend that is fine with being a heinous piece of shit online just because they're anonymous, I move the fuck away because it sounds annoying. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
Normally well-adjusted people, I hope. And look, I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy looking at all of this open hate.
You don't even need to have a plan. Just show the shit, and people, if you have a common sense and you can understand what is going on in front of you, you will get what you're trying to say.
And losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself.
Not on that level, obviously, but that's because of the size. But yeah, everybody has.
I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you from what you want to do in life.
Piss babies.
Now I'm gonna go drink a beer.
Enjoy the piss. All right, W video by Cdawg. Like, honestly, what a fucking good ass video. That was a hell of a good video. Jesus Christ, that was well put together. Seeing other content creator and toxic audiences warfully degrade and diminish such an inspiration milestone as the recent summit has been both demoralizing and absolutely pathetic. Everything Ironmouse has achieved in her career and this year alone with the subathon are insane achievements. True, her story and all of the success she has given me hope that the internet and the social media aren't entirely beyond salvation. I think that the Ironmouse success story is massive. Like, I think anybody can be inspired about it. Definitely any content creator, anybody dealing with health or problems in their real life can look at it and take it to themselves and understand that even if they have a dream that is hard to achieve, they can definitely try it. And I think I think that says a lot. Didn't even mention the most ludicrous detail. She got all that hate for something she wasn't even trying to be. Stranger nominated her, Stranger voted for her, and she won because strangers decided so. Very true. Imagine hearing some stranger talk about a pizza place they really like, and then your reaction is go to the said pizza place and start loudly yelling about how it's not your pizza place, your favorite pizza place, and telling the owner to die. These people are dumber than dirt. There are no thoughts behind these kind of actions. Zero thoughts, all fucking hate. They just unga bunga and just want to say any heinous thing they can. Why? Because they think they are friends with the streamer that lost, or they are feeling tribalistic and want to say something that they think that they would love to be supported with. But in the end of the day, Kai, any streamer, any content creator that have fans like that are making them seem worse. These comments made Kai seem like a jackass, and any other streamer that had fan bases that act this way makes them seem like a jackass. But you tell me down below what you think. Like this video if you enjoyed it, sub to the channel if you watch more, and then come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley if you want to get with me live. I'll see you guys around. Take care, have a good one, and peace. Dude, this is bullshit, man.